Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to our live feed update for September 11th. I'm your host, Taran Armstrong, and I'm here today to update you on everything that happened yesterday on the Big Brother 25 live feeds. It was day 40 in the house. And once again, it's quite a lot to get to. I'm here on my own today. We should be talking with Red in just a little bit. So once again, I have to make this one as concise as possible, which unfortunately is going to bite us a little bit today because there's a lot to get to. So I'm going to go straight into all of it. It was day 40. And heading into the day, we, of course, know that Cameron is the HOH. He nominated Felicia and Izzy. Jared then won the veto, and Cameron pitched to Jared, you should use the veto on Felicia and take out, so that we can put up Suri to take out Izzy. With that being the case, Jared, of course, was like, how about no? He also then gave Cam a ton of information that he absolutely didn't need to give Cam, and that's going to be important already. And we head into the day today where with Jared needing to further let Cam down about the plan to put Suri on the block. And you know, that's mostly it. That's mostly what we've got. So another thing happened the night before, which is that America and Corey, they finally, you know, did the kissing thing. And Corey said, "Hey, America, I'll kiss you all you want. Just don't tell Jag, don't tell anyone." Um, and of course, America immediately told Blue, which is kind of been we talk a lot about Corey throwing America under the bus for no reason, but like Blue is really the person that America consistently goes back to, even more than Jag, who just reveals everything. And so later, Corey's going to talk about how he assumes that America told Blue, which means the entire house knows. And don't worry, Corey is also going to tell people this is going to get out, and everyone's going to know pretty much by the end of the day. Which is so dumb. I mean, like, listen, it's whatever, but like, how is it that two super fans are completely unable to hide this when we have had successful hidden showmances before from like just random people? Like, but that's happening. Jared and Cameron are going to talk again in the day. They talk again about not using the veto. Jared mostly does what he was supposed to do the day before. Instead of just dumping a bunch of information for no reason, he actually tried to, just say, no, maybe we shouldn't use it. He doesn't think it's the right move. Cameron, who was always willing to just say, okay, if you don't want to do it, then you don't want to do it, is willing to not do it. And if they're not going to do it, that means that they just need to find the votes to take out Izzy. And they try to think about who those votes would be. Would it be Bowie and Jared and Matt and they could probably get Mimi. They could probably get Suri to do it. They're just trying to count those votes, trying to figure out exactly where things would go. Cameron even thinks that, hey, if we don't use the veto, then Suri might be willing to work with us again because she'll be willing to listen at least. I mean, she'll need to know that she needs to be on her best behavior with us because of everything. But, it's not like I'd trust her again, but we could maybe work with Suri. And it's just like, okay,
I've been being a good boy.
He's such a good boy for Suri. So that's taken care of pretty quickly. The decision is pretty much made. The veto is not going to be used, and Cam is just getting sucked into the same apparatus that everyone else is as they gladly just take out Felicia this week. Bowie joins the conversation and they talk about working together moving forward and all of that stuff. Cam is getting more and more lost as the days go by. Um, while this is happening, Corey is outside talking with Izzy. He's telling Izzy about his night with America, and he's like, how much should I be worried about what's on camera? Like, I don't know, Corey, if you're worried about what's on camera, maybe, you know, be under the covers. That's all I'm saying. He tells her that he hopes that she's playing the game selfishly enough because she's not even trying to come off the block. She was talking about winning the veto and not using it on herself. And he's like, "Do you feel like you're playing selfishly enough?" And she says, "Of course. We're not even in the single digits, bro. Me playing for the group is me playing selfishly right now." And this is just massive red flags. Corey, he knows enough to even bring this topic up, but doesn't know that he shouldn't bring the topic up because if he sees that she's not playing selfishly enough, he shouldn't be telling her that she's not playing selfishly enough because a person that's not playing selfishly enough is not just going to magically start playing selfishly because you tell them that they need to start playing selfishly. That's not how it works. Dr. Will is the guy that does this. He will get into somebody's brain and tell them all of the reasons why it's actually best for them to do what they need to do. They should take care of themselves. You can't just bluntly be like, you should play selfishly though. And the fact that it's very clear that Izzy very blatantly and obviously was saying, I don't want to use the veto on myself is a dead giveaway for where her true loyalties lie. And it's not like he doesn't know that Izzy is working with Suri and has a final two with Suri. But what he doesn't realize is that he's operating under the assumption that Izzy is going to play in a self-interested manner. And when it comes down to it, that she's working with Suri. She trusts Suri. She wants to go deep with Suri, maybe has a final two with Suri, but thinks at the same time that because he has a good relationship with Izzy, Izzy will never take him out. Will fight hard for him. And that's mostly true. But at the end of the day, Izzy is working for Suri. And if Suri, and by extension, Jared, want him gone, Izzy will back down. Or probably will. I mean, we're gonna see later in the day. So we'll find out. So that's happening there. He says that he needs to have a conversation with Jared because Jared is still acting weird with him. He's just going to try and bring up the fact that something is a little off between the two of them, and so they need to have a talk. Meanwhile, Jared is like ranting and raving all day the day before and continues to rant and rave all day here about Corey and about America and how much he wants to see them on the block. In fact, in Jared's conversation with Cameron, when they decide they're not going to use the veto, they also decide that they're going to, Jared's taking a page from Cam's book and he's going to make everyone feel uncomfortable. He's going to scare people about, hey, I am going to use the veto. And what's Cam going to do? I don't know. Basically, he wants to scare Jag into thinking he's going to be backdoored, that he wants to scare Corey into thinking America might be backdoored. Why? Because he wants them to sweat. He doesn't like how comfortable they are. What's particularly interesting about this day, really the last close to 48 hours, is we are seeing that Suri's orchestrations, her machinations from the previous week put into place were enough to neuter Cameron's attempt at doing anything against her structure, right? Getting Izzy and Felicia on the block was really well orchestrated and made sure that they would be safe and that their least valuable member, the one that they were already looking to ditch, is now going to be the one that gets voted out this week. However, during the veto competition, she got sidelined. She got put into this punishment with Felicia. And she's been stuck with Felicia for the last close to 48 hours. And because of that, has barely been able to talk game with anyone. So Jared has kind of been operating solo with no direction from his mother, no backup from his mother. We are finally kind of seeing what it would be like to watch Jared play this game without the support of his mother. And it's a disaster. I mean, he has the massive advantage of the position his mother has granted him coming into it. And he is doing his absolute best to destroy as much of it as possible before his mom can come back in and fix everything for him. It's absurd. It's wild how bad he is at this. So that's his plan. His plan is to intentionally alienate his allies and make them upset with him and make them not trust him anymore and make them want to form other things to counteract what is happening with him in the game. So in the meantime, while all this is happening, Matt is going to talk with America. America and Corey want the have-not room again because they want to, as America will put it later, she wants to further educate him. And this is news to Matt, who was looking to stay in the have-not room. He wanted to go sleep in the have-not room that night. And so he goes up there with some stuff, and America's like, oh, well, yeah, we were going to, but she doesn't want to tell him no. And they end up getting into a conversation. And she talks to him about like how, hey, isn't it so funny how basically Riley's whole alliance is still here? Like, we've only really lost Riley. The rest of Family Style is still in the game. Not that we can trust Cameron. He obviously bailed on us, but you know, we're all still here. And like, you know, the name of Riley, I guess, really got into Matt's head in this conversation. And he talks about how he feels good about America and Corey. And then the feed's cut for a while. And when they come back, he's telling her about his power. And I don't really know why, but it's a really interesting play from Matt. He's telling her both about the power and about how he was brought into the quote unquote Professors Alliance by Red. We know he doesn't trust America, or at least didn't. I assume still doesn't. I don't know what the play is here from Matt, but Matt hasn't been ratting things out anymore. The person Matt's things out to is Suri. He hasn't had a chance to talk to Suri. So Matt, this is interesting, but Matt, without the influence of Suri, has actually been a pretty good player. Like, Matt not dumping everything into Suri's lap has actually been fairly impressive. And I assume that's all going to end the second Suri is freed up again. And he's just going to dump everything onto Suri. But like, Jared really thinks he has Matt, and I don't think he has Matt quite as much as he thinks he does. Matt's made a final two with Jag now, but is convinced a lot of people that he's not with Jag. Like, there's a lot of things going on here, but Matt is talking to America and he's giving America this information. And in particular, the most important piece of this information is that not only did he have the power, not only did he use the power on Jag and Jag knew about it, but Suri also played for the power. And he knows about Suri playing for the power. He does not give America too much more information than that. He talks again about being brought into the quote unquote Professors Alliance, but he does tell her that. And so just sit on that information because it becomes extremely important, or potentially extremely important, by the end of the night. But we're gonna keep moving. We're quick here today. We're efficient. America talks to Mimi about her and Corey. Mimi is eventually going to run that back to Suri and Felicia. So Suri and Felicia will find out that they were kissing. Although America really does Corey dirty here. Listen, not that it wasn't obvious, because again, you didn't do it under the covers, but America Not a fan of the Corey kiss. It wasn't great. He wasn't great. But listen, he's only 21. She's got to teach him some things. He's a student of life, says Mimi. So she's, she's gonna work on that. She's gonna work on that. It's oof. Yeah, I mean, listen, America, you really like you've been trying to get him to kiss you for like 40 days, and then he does, and you do this to him, like, that's rough. That's rough. Um, so Jared is going to continue to act like he's going to use the veto. He's talking to Blue and Jag about like, yeah, I'm thinking I might use it. He really wants me to use it. Not sure what he's gonna do though. I don't know why you would ever do this. I don't know why you would ever intentionally try to make people feel uncomfortable, but this is Jared and Cam we're talking about. And so Jag, feeling scared, is going to have a conversation with Blue and America. And they talk about how America's like, hey, I don't think you need to be worried, Jag. I think that Cam will put up Suri if he uses the veto. So, sucks for him. That would be a mistake. They talk about working together again. The three of them. America's really starting to try and push this with this new information from Matt. The fact that they can maybe trust Matt. The fact that Suri is clearly like doing a lot of things. This is dangerous for them, and so they need to work together. They need to do something. Now, I don't know why she thinks she can trust Blue still. Probably because she keeps talking to Blue. They have this thing where they share information about kissing and stuff. And so she thinks that correlates to a game connection. But listen, they come together. They're like, let's do this. Family reunion. And Blue talks about the importance of secrecy in this, that nobody can know, nobody can find out about them coming back together. This is finally happening. Of course, the first thing that Blue does is she goes straight to Jared, but we're going to wait on that for just a second, because while this was happening, Corey was finally talking to Jared. And he was basically like, dude, what's up? Like, what is going on? Why are you so weird to me lately? Now, remember, from Jared's perspective, the reason he's pissed off at Corey is A, Corey's in a good spot and he doesn't like it. B, Corey's with America and he doesn't like it. And C, he feels like Corey told America that he was Cameron's number one. He thinks that the only way anybody could have found out that he was working with Cameron is if Corey had told them. The reality is, I think, that America just assumed based on how things were moving, who was talking to who, and all of that. And that's what Corey is selling at the very least. But Jared is convinced that the only way he could have been found out is if Corey ratted him out, and therefore he does not want to give Corey a lick of information anymore. In fact, he wants to put Corey on the block next week, next to America, and he's done. He's done with him, bro. And so he's telling Corey, like, you just tell America everything. In America, she's going to keep Cam next week. And that's so I don't know, bro. And he says, I'm not telling America everything. Obviously, if I was, you'd be in way more trouble. And he's like, no, you are. Jared hints that he might use the veto, and that if he uses the veto, the idea would be to backdoor America this week, which freaks Corey out, which is Jared's intention. And he's like, dude, it makes no sense to have America go this week. And Jared's like, I don't know, bro. I mean, it's working. He's freaking Corey out. Congratulations. You have succeeded in your goal. What is the purpose of the goal? Trying to make your spot worse, I guess, considering all the dirt Corey has on you, but I don't know. Jared tells Corey straight up, listen, I'm definitely putting America on the block next week. I'm definitely putting America on the block next week. And Corey's like, okay, thank you for that information, I guess. How is this man Cerie's son? Like, apparently it's not genetic. You know what I mean? So Jared leaves this conversation. Blue comes up to him and says, hey, Jared, you'll never guess what conversation I just had with Jag and America. They want to work together. The idiots. Oh my God, they're so dumb trying to work together in a game about strategy and working together. So they're like talking about how they should like look out for each other and how they need each other and me and how we all need each other. And it's so bad. Oh, it's so terrible. And it's just, it just gives him everything, gives him the entire conversation, rats out Jag in America, and he's pissed. He's pissed. I knew it. America, Jag, they've both got to go. In fact, this only further convinces him that Jag needs to go as soon as possible. Why does Blue want to cut off all of her potential allies? Listen, it's official. Jag, without the influence of Cerie smothering the game, is back to maybe some glimmers of hope. And Blue has officially taken his spot as by far the worst player in this house. The idea, the notion of ratting this out immediately for no reason is wild. It's so wild. There's no reason to do this. There's so much value that she gets out of these two coming together and making moves. And literally all she needs to do is nothing. And her position improves dramatically. And yet. Anyway. And here's the thing. Typically in a Showmance situation, it's fine. You know, like you can tell Jared about things. You're working with Jared. That's fine. The reason why this is so particularly bad is because she knows he's in this house with his mother who is running the entire show. The problem is she's like, they think that Cerie's in charge of things. But that's obviously not true. They're like, Cerie has her hands in all of the pies. But that's not the case. Cerie doesn't control anything. So just chalk this one down to just another person Cerie is convinced. Jared goes and talks to Cam. And he says, hey, I've been doing it. It's been fun today, bro. I've been having so much fun making people feel so uncomfortable. Oh, it's been good. And Cam's like, ooh, tell me all about it. This is great. I love it. These two peas in a pod. So Corey talks to Cam after that. And Corey is talking to Cam, just like general stuff. Like Corey's trying to make sure he's getting a sense. Remember, Jared just put the fear of God into him and tried to make it seem like Cam was going to backdoor America. And so Corey is trying to get a sense of this. And Corey he's nervous. He's nervous. And Cam is just enjoying his power. Just like any little thing that Corey says that Cam doesn't completely approve of, he's gonna be like, Corey, don't say that. Cam is like, listen, I trust you, Corey. I do. I think that I feel good about you. I don't feel great about America. I have a rocky relationship with America. The only reason I'm trying to work with America is because of you. But I'm worried that if I tell you things, it's going to get to her. And Corey's like, I get that. I get that. You get that? You get that. I understand that. Is that more properly phrased for you, Cameron. And he tries to explain like he doesn't give everything to America. That's not what he does. And Cam says, well, I want to ask you a question. Now, before I tell you what the question was, we need to flash back. Remember, the day before, when Cam initially pitched his plan to Jared about backdooring or putting up Suri in order to take out Izzy, Jared deflected by dumping a bunch of information on Cam, including the fact that of how much he hates Corey and America and how much Corey tells America, and particularly that Corey has told America a secret, a personal life secret that could destroy his game. So Cameron knows via Jared that Corey has told America a secret. The secret he's referring to, of course, is that his brother was on Survivor. So Cameron, the guy that Jared told this information to for no particular reason, is now going to use this information to try to drive a wedge between Corey and America. He says, hey, let me ask you a question. Have you told America anything, any deep personal secret, an important personal secret about your life that could mess up your game? And Corey is just like, not sure what to say. And Cam's like, I think I understand what the answer is based on that response. I'm just saying, seems like that's gotten out. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. And there's a lot of other stuff that happens through the day. I'm not sure how much this landed in Corey's brain, but it should be fairly obvious to Corey if he starts thinking about it that Jared is the one that passes this information to Cam. And it's definitely like in there. It's ruminating in his brain, considering how things play out for the rest of the night. Corey, fully in panic mode at this point, goes into the role that he knew he should probably play from the start, which is, okay, well, I'm just an inexperienced boy. Please give me advice, father. And Cam is very comfortable with that. He says, well, let me tell you a thing or two, because, I haven't been in your position with like the cameras and everything, but I have been in your position before, with women like that. Let me tell you, Corey, there's no business in this world that's not a people business. Even if you're in your basement doing your computer hacking skills, that's still a people business. Is that what Cameron thinks people do people just in their basement, doing those computer hacking skills? Those nerds. You just need to be careful. You just need to, you need to figure out exactly what she's doing. And he's just gonna go off. He's just gonna go off about this whole situation. And it's wild, and it's weird, but we gotta move on. They break. Corey leaves. Cameron goes up to the cameras. And I kid you not, if you're watching the video version, I'm gonna do my best because I've never done this before, so I'm going to try to mimic what he does. He goes up, he looks at the camera. There's a mirror right below the camera. He goes, well, hey, just out here lighting fires, turning it loose. You'd better hang on. This is going to get fun. Woo!
Bam!
So Cam's gonna talk to Jag after that, and he's gonna put some more fear into Jag. Hey, you'd better not tell anybody. If anything comes back to me, Jag, that veto can be used. And Jag says, I haven't told a soul. I plan on not telling anybody. Just more intimidation tactics, more like, more of that stuff. Blue is not done ratting out her friends and allies. She is going to go to Izzy and tell Izzy everything about the Jag and America conversation. And Izzy is hot. She is pissed. She is not happy with it. She's going to run to Jared. And she says, Jared, has Blue talked to you about this? Like, and he's like, yeah, Blue told me everything. She's like, in America, I swear, every single time I try to work with her and talk with her, she does stuff like this. Like, what is she doing? I've gone to bat for her so much for Corey's sake, and she never reciprocates with me. It's so frustrating. Why is she doing this? And Jared's like, yep. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? This is why I'm going to nominate Jag in America next week. Straight up. I was going to nominate Corey in America, but after hearing this information, it's got to be Jag in America. So great job, Blue. You have changed the nominations from Corey in America to Jag in America. You did a really great thing. Izzy says, well, I've been down to bring Blue to the end of this game with us, but this stuff is not good. Like, I don't like her being involved in all of this. It's somehow it's made her end game position worse somehow. That's impressive. But she's also just so pissed at America. She says, I don't know, Jared, I do still feel like you should consider nominating Blue instead of America. I don't think that we are ready to burn those relationships yet with America and Corey. And he's like, I don't know. Just at least think about it. She says, okay, listen, Jared, I need Corey, okay? I need Corey for me. I'm okay with getting rid of everyone else, but I need, please, Jared, I just need Corey, okay? I don't care about America at this point. I just need Corey. He's like, all right. I just can't believe America and Jag. They're so dumb. They're so bad at this. They're so sloppy. I don't understand why why don't they understand that they should just work with us and that we would protect them? I don't get it. Give me a break, Izzy. Come on. You're in an alliance with literally the entire house. Of course they can't work with you. You have to choose eventually. You've been gunning for Jag for weeks. Come on. I mean, I get it. It's annoying for you in your position, but you don't have to act like it's the wrong move for them. It's obviously the right move for them. Jared says, listen. Cameron made a very good point, Jared says. And when he starts saying that, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous thing to say. I need to hurry up. I need to speed up here a little bit. Cameron made a very good point. Corey is the engine to a very beautiful car. Oh, okay. Not that I think America's beautiful. She's not. But Corey is her engine. Get rid of Corey and she's nothing. Wait, so you'd rather cut Corey before America? Yes, absolutely. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I guess so. I guess we can do that. So that's the plan. That's the plan. But one last thing, because we gotta hurry up a little bit. I gotta go talk to Red. Corey in America, upstairs in the have-not room, late at night. They're talking. America tells Corey about her conversation with Matt. She says, I talked to Matt. He told me that he had the power. He used it, and that Suri played in the power. And Corey goes, what? Are you serious? I'm so stupid. I cannot believe that I believed that Suri didn't play. He doesn't care, though, that she lied about that. He doesn't care that she lied about playing. What he cares about is the important piece of information here that she told Matt that she played in the conversation and not him, which means that she trusts Matt more than she trusts him, which means, oh my God, I'm f***ed. I'm f***ed. I need to win HOH. This is bad. And they go on to talk about Jared, and they talk about this new potential alliance that America's trying to form, family reunion. And Corey says, I guess I'm willing to flip on them at this point. I'm clearly not in a good position. Jared is making that very obvious. Maybe we even tell Jag about knowing about 7 deadly sins. Like, we need to make something happen. Less than 48 hours it took for Jared to mess this up. They're then going to continue Corey's education. And when I say that, I mean literally, she is educating him. And he's like, this is the most embarrassing thing in my entire life. And then at one point she was like, that was good. And he goes, yes. So that also happened. So listen, this is an initial burst of Corey recognizing the position he's in, realizing he can't trust Izzy as much as he thought, realizing that Jared is just full on against him, realizing that Suri doesn't trust him as much, that Matt is involved in all of this. They don't exactly know where to go from here. There are still a lot of pitfalls, a lot of mines on the field here, but that is the situation. For now, I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern to update you on everything that happens today on the Big Brother 25 live feeds. Should be an interesting one. Lots to come. We'll be live tomorrow with the Roundtable Stock Watch. Lots of interesting things to happen there to rate the players. You can find me on Twitter, on Twitch, twitch.tv/Taran Armstrong. Don't worry, we'll be more detailed tomorrow, but I do have to run here today. But thank you so much for joining me, and I will see all of you next time.